Hi there, today we're unboxing some fairy lights. So these particular ones are by a company called Govee. Details are in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So it's Christmas time in the UK at the moment and we wanted to set up our Christmas tree. So we were thinking, instead of getting normal fairy lights, so these are RGB fairy lights and they can be controlled by an app as well. So let's open it up and see what you get in the packaging. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging, so let me quickly go through them one by one. So initially you've got a card, so love the product and their social media for the company and having troubles with our product, support@govee.com. Next you've got a user manual, just a sheet of paper, all in English, just some basic details on how to set this up. Then you've got a USB power brick here, so UK plug on this, and the connection point is at the top. And if I can come in close, so the output is 5 volts, 500 milliamp. Next, the actual fairy lights. So you've got a controller here and all matte finish, 3 buttons on there. Build quality wise feels reasonably good. Sticky pads at the back. There's 2 cables on this, so one plugs into the power brick and the other one leads on to the fairy lights. So the one with USB, the length of that is 42 centimeters approximately, and the other cable leading on to the fairy lights, the black side of it, is about 50 centimeters, and the fairy lights themselves are 10 meters in length. So looking at how this is connected up, the wire coming from the controller leads onto the wires here, so you can see 4 wires. If I can separate them out, you can just see them there like so, and it just follows on from one LED to the next. It just carries on all the way. So obviously 10 meters of this to spread out. So let's set this up. So very simple. The power brick's here, plug in the USB connector there, and then I've got a power point at the side. I'll just plug this in, and then if I now press the button here, turns on, change the colors, so RGB on there, it's pretty cool. And then modes, so there's different modes for this. So out of the box, it works straight away, no need for an app, it can work standalone. Okay, so let's make a start at setting up these lights to work with the Govee app. So if I go to the Play Store on my Android phone and we search for Govee, and it's that app there. So if you haven't got it, install it. Once you install it, click open. This is what you're initially presented with. So I've already got 3 Govee devices. So now if I click in the corner here on the plus and we scroll down, and the one we're looking for is the 7312. So this one right here. So the reason I know it's that model, if I bring one of the boxes close, you can see it there. So H7312. Okay, so if I click on that now, it's saying Bluetooth device is nearby. Please turn on the Bluetooth. So if I drop this down, click on Bluetooth, and there you go, it's seen it straight away. So if I click on that now, and there you go, it's found it. I can rename it to a more distinctive name. So we'll call it Christmas lights. Let me click done, and there you go, connected. Simple as that to do. Let me run you through the options you have available. So if I click on the corner here, you've got the device name, so you can rename it here and delete. If I click there, rapid replacement, report an issue. So you can contact support from that icon. Okay, coming back. Next, if I press the power button, I can turn it off and turn it on. And looking down here, it says there's a new version found. So if I click on there, you can update the firmware version. So let me do that right now. Okay, update is successful. If I click that, turn it back on again, reconnect. And there you go, connected again. In the corner, you can see it's showing as connected. So one thing to highlight about this particular device, it's controlled by an app using Bluetooth. So it doesn't work over Wi-Fi. So not smart like other smart tech I've shown. It just gives that extra functionality via the app. So you're not messing around, changing options on a button or anything like that. Gives that little bit more flexibility on there. So next we've got off delay. So you can set a delay for when you want it to turn off. So it goes up to 8 hours. Next you've got brightness. So you can take the brightness down. So if I take it down, there you go. Then you've got DIY. And this is where you can customize your own settings for this. So you can call it whatever you want. So I've just called one test already. Coming back, you can pick the colors you want for this. So you could do smart color picking, where it accesses a photo and it picks out colors from a photo, or you can just pick your own colors like so. Next, you can pick the style you want. So at the moment it's set to fade. Speed is at maximum. So if I apply that, you can see it quickly cycling through the different colors. Then we go to jumping, apply that. And you can see it jumping through the colors. Then we've got flicker. There you go, like it's flashing away. And then you've got combo. And now combo is an interesting one where you can have a combination of these. So you could say fade, fade again, and then we want to flicker, and then finally jumping. And if I apply that, there you go, that's a combination of everything. So we'll take those off. And we'll leave it on this setting, so fade. So there you go, fading between the colors. I'll take the speed down just to show, we'll apply that, and there you go. Bit more subtler there. Okay, and you can create multiple ones of these. So I've got one at the moment, which is DIY, and you can create another one if you wanted to. And as simple as that. Okay, next, if we go back, then we've got mode. So you've got mic, test, 1, 2, 3. So it's picking up the sound around and obviously moving to the sound. Next, you've got color. You can set a single static color that doesn't change. See if I go through them quickly. So the main colors appear nicely. You've got color wheel at the bottom. You can pick from this whole selection of colors. Now, color representation for main colors seems quite good, but coming in, not sure the representation is quite so accurate. It is pretty good, but you can see for yourself, not sure about the preciseness of it, but still does look very nice. Coming back, then you've got scenes. So these are customized scenes already pre-configured. If I click on morning, that's what that looks like. Sunset, movie, dating, romantic, blinking, and candlelight. And that's it. Simple as that to add in and configure. Now, just to show the fact in terms of connectivity, if I turn off Wi-Fi, turn off Bluetooth, you can see it's lost connectivity to it. So it does require Bluetooth to connect, and you can't use this outside like other smart tech. So it can only be used when it's a reasonable distance away from you. Now, if I turn it back on again, give it a moment, and there you go, it's connected again. No remote connectivity, it's not really smart, it's just controllable via the app. Now, the next thing to show is the fact that it's powered via USB. So one of the advantages with that is if you have a power bank and you didn't have a socket nearby, you can just plug it into that, and there you go, up and running. And again, even with that, you can control it via the app. There's no reason why it can't work via the app. Now that it's connected with the power bank, just to show the fact it can still work via the app, if I now change color, increase the brightness, there you go, works well. So there's no reliance of having a plug. You can run this directly off a power bank. Next thing I wanted to show is the fact that you can turn this into a smart device if you plugged it into a smart socket or smart USB point. So this is a power strip with a smart USB point there, which can be controlled remotely. And if I say, turn off studio USB.
Okay.
Turn on studio USB.
Okay.
There you go. Also works with Google as well. So I can say, turn off studio USB.
Sure, turning studio USB plug off.
turn on Studio USB.
Sure, turning Studio USB plug on.
Okay, so here we have the actual lights on a stairwell, and just to show, average size staircase, and that's one strip of 10 meters running off a power bank, and just to show the transition of different colors on there. Works pretty well. Now you do have a color wheel down here, and if I do go to it, I think some colors aren't represented too well, but prominent colors are represented really well. So if you go in between, you may not see the exact color, but if you go for a blatant red or just a blue, that does work very well, but just something to be aware of, I'd say. But nevertheless, it does work very well. Let's do the DIY one where it alternates between colors. And there you go. So pretty cool. And the fact I'm not having to plug it in, I've just got it on a power bank, really impressed with that. So now I've installed the lights on a Christmas tree just to show the brightness levels, and they are pretty good. If I flip between different colors just to show. So some colors obviously will be brighter in the room, others will be darker. And again, you've got the color wheel to transition to a fairly precise color. So like previously, some may not come out as accurately as prominent ones, but does work well. And if we go to DIY now and hit apply, so there you go, fading in between the different colors. So excellent functionality, the fact you can flip around the colors and have different transition effects. So impressive. So you've seen the unboxing and setup of these fairy lights, a little bit of a break from the norm, the fact you can control them from an app, and price-wise, not too expensive as well. You can run it also standalone using the control and change colors via that. You can plug it into a USB power brick if you wanted to, and also connect it to a smart plug to allow you to remotely control it as well. So there you go. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing these types of lights. Details are in the description below. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.